Thanks for joining me. It's Best Fountain Pen here. Just here to review another Dryden Designs fountain pen. Comes in this cool box. When you open it, you'll notice that it comes with two and a little gift card here. What's interesting about these two is it comes with a fountain pen as well as a ballpoint pen. I have not used the ballpoint pen and a refill. I have not used the ballpoint pen, so I can't comment on that because I have so many fountain pens that I get shipped for review or that I buy for review that I just haven't had a chance to use it yet. Maybe I'll re-gift it in the box to someone else, just kidding. But I do want to go over the hooded nib fountain pen with you because it was really fun, more than I expected. This is a cheaper fountain pen. It's under 15 bucks. Both of the Dryden design, well, I guess all of the Dryden designs that I've reviewed so far are. And the other two that I reviewed, or the one that comes in two different colors, is just a regular Dryden Designs Luxury. And I mentioned in my last review of this fountain pen that I don't really understand why they don't have different model names. They're both called Dryden Designs Luxury fountain pens, and you just have to look at the photos to determine which one you want. I think it would have been a lot better marketing if one would have said, you know, classic, and one would have said hooded. But we'll go over that in a second. So otherwise, the nibs are very strong on all of these pens. Great writers, no issues with stops or hard starts. But let me show you the actual design of the fountain pen, and that is a very strong hinge on that box. Okay, so this is the fountain pen. I think it's beautiful, very classic, very classy. It's got a kind of steel gray with gold accents. I do like the clip on this one. I didn't as much on the other one. Reason being, it's just the shape and it's more simple. This one is also simple, but I just like the shape of this better. I like the matte finish gray. And then it has Dryden in script across where the cap band would be. When you uncap it, it's a pull-off cap, which is awesome. So this is the hooded nib, which I think is delightful. I haven't reviewed a hooded nib in, geez, I mean, I really don't know how long it's been since I've got to review a hooded nib. And all that means is that most of the nib is under what you see, the little hood there. So rather than a normal fountain pen nib, which would look like this or some shape thereof, most of the nib's shoulders are hidden underneath this hood. It's just a different look. It doesn't function any differently, but I do really like this specific hooded nib, and especially because it's a cheaper fountain pen, like I said, under 20 bucks. This one itself is under 15. But it makes for very fun writing, and the nib is very clean and a very crisp, fine line, which I love. And you don't usually find that at this price point. Pen comes with a converter only. You can cartridge load it. I did fill that right before we started. Oh, there it is. It's vacuumed up at the top, it looks like. I'm like, I just put ink in this. There was a little panic there. I thought it fell into the cap. But I did ink this right before we started. I used a Monograppa blue just because I had the bottle nearby and I really like the Monograppa blue. It uses a slide on the converter here. There's a slide, so you just push the button up and down. I'm not going to do that or I'll end up with ink all over my floor, but it's very easy. Rather than a twist mechanism, you just slide this little button up and back in order to suck the ink up into the pen or push it out of the pen for cleaning and such. And so you reassemble. And everything else on the pen is very basic. It has your little inner cap to keep it from drying out. Blind cap doesn't really have any extra designs on it. Same with the end cap where the clip is, but very classic and classy fountain pen. It looks definitely more expensive than it is, and it's great fun to write with, which we're going to show you like right now. So stay tuned for the writing sample at bestfountainpen.com. All right, we're here to do the writing sample of the Dryden Designs Luxury Fountain Pen series. They gave me 3 pens. 2 of these over here are the same exact pen, just one's in black and one's in silver, depending on your preference. I also have the Dryden Designs Luxury Fountain Pen that comes with a ballpoint that we just reviewed and a refill in this nice gift box here. I've already done writing samples of both just so that I could photograph them for the website, bestfountainpen.com. But I'm also going to do one as you watch, because some people like to listen to the sound of the nib write. I guess when you turn up your volume, some people can hear if they think it's scratchy or not. But I would be honest with you and tell you, I'm really sorry about my hands. I've been having a lot of fun with fountain pens this morning, so they're really ink stained black everywhere. But it's no reflection on this pen at all. These pens are great fun, great cheaper nibs. I kind of went over that, I guess, in the fountain pen review, but great cheaper nibs with no issues hard starting or stopping. The two here both came to me in a medium nib. That's all you can buy them on Amazon. There'll be a link in the description below, but you can just buy them only in a medium nib. The Executive Series Luxury Fountain Pen comes in a fine. I'll show you both here in the same writing sample, and then I'll cut them both together in the review. I myself prefer the fine nib on this hooded nib Executive Series fountain pen. I can't exactly tell you why. I don't know, just the feel of it. I just really like how it's a solid, crisp, fine line, and there's no, it's not that anything's bad with the medium, I just really do prefer the fine, but that's a personal preference. Obviously, some people would really prefer a broad nib, but they don't offer that currently. So I want to show you how both of them write. So I'm not gonna do all three, there's really no point because these two are exactly the same nibs, but I am gonna start with the Dryden Designs Luxury Fountain Pen. Again, it doesn't post, so we're not gonna try that. So let's just show, I'm gonna be silent during the writing so that you can kind of listen for those of you who like to listen. All right, so that is the Dryden Designs Luxury Fountain Pen. I'm gonna move the camera just a little bit because I could sense there was some shake there because it's touching, the tripod's touching the table. So I'm just gonna kick it off the table just a touch before we start the next review. Okay, so now we're gonna start with the Dryden Designs Luxury Fountain Pen. I'm just calling it the Executive because it just, I don't know, looks a little more, it is a little heavier than the other. In terms of like if you're trying to decide which one you want. It's definitely the metal bodied fountain pen, it's a little bit heavier. But let's go over how this guy writes, and it does post, which I really love. So it posts very securely on the back. So I really love this pen. I love this nib, I love the price point, I love everything about the Dryden Designs Luxury Fine Nib. So please check it out, there'll be a link in the description below. This pen right now, at least as of the time of this review, is running less than $15. Excellent value, great looking pens as well. So whether you like the medium or whether you like the fine nib, be sure to try one of them, you won't regret it. Thanks for watching Best Fountain Pen.